This segment brought to you by Kansas Regenerative Medicine Center. Your stem cells, your health, your life. We weren't gone long. We're back again.
So this next segment is about bobcats, and have you ever seen a bobcat in the wild?
Well, not in the wild, but also in town.
Well, that would be sort of wild, depending on which night it was, you know.
You can kind of recognize them because they are larger than most cats, but they have this little short tail.
They have that little short tail and
so
the
you
tufty
know,
ears.
that's a bobcat. Do not go pet it.
I'm telling you what, growing up in the country like I did, of course we saw bobcats. You know, they're not, you don't see them that often. Doesn't mean they're not there. But once you hear one, I'm telling you, I had one of Daddy's farms. It was, you know, out in the middle of nowhere. And I pull up one night and stop the car. And I think Noelle was a baby. It's her birthday. Happy birthday. And so I'm just sitting there in the dark, fumbling with something, you know, before I get the stuff out. And I hear something walking around the car, and I hear it growl. And I knew what it was. I mean, I had never really heard one before, but I knew, you know, by process of elimination, like I said, it's not a normal cat, but you could hear it walking, even though it was just a bobcat. So they're pretty interesting creatures. Let's take a look. Much more common and quite a bit smaller than mountain lions, bobcats can still strike fear in the heart of the hiker or rancher who happens upon them. Their growl, their bark, their scream, well, it can make the hair stand up on the back of your neck. Bobcats get their name from their short or bobbed tail. They have long legs, toes with retractable claws, dark spotted reddish-brown fur on top, and gray fur with black spots on their belly. They don't dig their own dens, but take advantage of what nature offers in brush piles, hollow logs, caves, and in rock outcroppings. They hunt alone from dusk to dawn and rarely use the same daytime resting area. Studies in Kansas reveal that a male bobcat may hunt over an 8-mile territory, while females hunt over a much smaller ground. Bobcats mark their territories with urine, feces, or scratching on trees. In Kansas, these territories are usually scrublands or woodlands. They mostly eat rabbits and hares, mice, birds, and other small creatures, but can take down an injured or small deer. While the kitten is vulnerable, the adults have few predators other than man, though may be killed in territorial disputes with larger animals. In the wild, the bobcat can live up to 14 years. An adult might weigh anywhere from 15 to 30 pounds. So, is the bobcat the same thing as a lynx? While bobcats and lynxes are separate species, they do belong to the same genus, which coincidentally happens to be the lynx genus. There are 4 different species belonging to this group, 3 of which share the family name: the Eurasian Lynx, the Spanish or Iberian Lynx, and the Canadian Lynx. The 4th member, the most common cat native to North America, is the previously mentioned bobcat. The lynx genus, with its 4 species, has the largest range out of all the cats. The Eurasian lynx, the most numerous and widespread of the 4 species, can be found throughout Western Europe and Northern Asia, while the Spanish lynx, the rarest of the 4, is found only in Spain and Portugal. The Canadian lynx lives primarily in Canada and a handful of northern U.S. states, including Maine, Minnesota, Montana, Wyoming, and Washington. So when Europeans came to North America, they encountered a cat a little different than the one they had known in the old country. The native peoples had many stories about the bobcat, and different tribes imbued the creature with different spiritual meaning. Bobcat is used as a clan animal in some Native American cultures. Tribes with bobcat clans include the Creek and the Chickasaw. In the Pawnee tribe, bobcat is a more mythologically important character associated with the stars. Pawnee parents used to wrap their babies in bobcat furs to bring them celestial blessings.
Clyde Sutton, Nest City, Kansas. Lived on this place all my life. About a year and a half ago, got to where I couldn't saddle a horse. The pain was terrible. Read about stem cell. First it wasn't for me, then they started doing neck and back. Before I went down to Manhattan, the pain I was having from my neck down to my hand was curling my hand back. Some people had thought I almost had a stroke, and my shoulder had drawed up. I couldn't lift, I couldn't sleep, I really couldn't do anything, and was scheduled to be operated on, but was scared of the knife, I guess. Went and had it done. As you can see, I saddled a horse. I'm still building fence. Love to shoot a shotgun rifle, and I'm able to participate, not like I used to, but nevertheless I can do the things I used to do. And I want to personally thank the doctors, nurses, staff at Kansas Regenerative Medicine for the opportunity they give me to have my life back again.